You know what I want to ask? The intro.
Oh, shut your up.
Yeah, shut up.
For many years, I've been like really extending the olive branch and being positive and, you know, like trying not to pay attention because I got too much shit to do. And, you know, it felt like when I bought Death Row, that like struck a nerve. But I didn't do nothing to put more fire. I was actually showing what it should be. And it's like, it gets to a certain point, like I was explaining to my son, I'm from the hood. You can't keep throwing rocks at me and bullying me and think I ain't gonna say nothing or do nothing. I can't do nothing because you in PC, but I can say something. And I'm only gonna say it one time. You're only gonna get one verse. You're not getting a whole song. You're not getting all that energy. You're getting one verse with truth while you lying.
So, does this make you feel like redemption has come full circle or what?
No, it's just, you know, being aware. Like, not being so far up to where you don't pay attention. Like, to know what my fan base want, what they looking for, what they love from me, to know that. And not get so far away from it. You know, I can grow and get bigger as an artist, but I know my roots is that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we react to. That's the Snoop that everybody loves. So I gotta find that energy sometimes. Because I get so caught up with trying to be, you know, inventive and futuristic. Like, how do I think differently than the things I've done before? But sometimes I've done that I gotta go back to keep me, you know, inspired. It's in my heart, it's in my spirit. But I'm about uplifting and moving to a whole new environment. Everybody. It's every gang, every hood, I'm respected in because I give respect. That's how I get respect.
You have the opportunity to work with just about anybody in this rap game. What made you pick a Russell or a Sexy Red, or even bring your roots back with just the production? What made you pick these specific people at this specific time in your life?
To believe it or not, they all was a part of my life. Like, Sexy Red is my niece. She be over there all the time. But Russell, I just love the way that nigga hustle. Like, he's a different kind of spirit. And one thing about me, I fuck with my young homies, no matter where they from. I reach out to you on DM, I send you, we post. I really send you a video and be like, nigga, I'm a fan of shit. Nigga be like, nigga, that was really Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I really fuck with you. And with him, I hit him on the DM like, nigga, I fuck with you, cuz. He like, I'm in LA, I'm so, pull up, nigga. We brought a camera crew, we did like 3 songs in one night. So his energy was like mine used to be. So it reminds me of me, his spirit. And he got a lot of E40, like, just that Bay Area hustle.
You wrote on that Suge record though.
I know.
You did that.
That woke me up.
Yeah.
But you know what I love about that? Is that you touched it and then you left it there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you touched it, and I think when I took a speech class, they say you want to grab people's attention first. And once you grab somebody's attention, then they'll pay more attention.
Right.
And I thought with that one, you grabbed our attention. And then it was like, all right, listen now. When you did Unsung Heroes, what does that mean to Snoop?
I'm still with the business.
Can you tell us what sophisticated cripping is all about? Because you hear that, you know what I'm saying? That sophisticated cripping though. And you teaching us how to really elevate and evolve, and we still could keep it cripping, but on a different level.
Well, if you understand the true meaning of Crip, it's community revolution in progress. So what we do is we try to take things to the next level. Like, my cripping go everywhere. It ain't disrespectful, it's representing. And once you learn that part, to take the disrespect and just leave it represented, then nobody can disrespect you. Like, our family is built on Bloods and Crips. We say blood, we say cuz, it don't offend us, because this is who we are. But we respect each other. There's no disrespect, it's all in representation. And it's all about elevation, like going to the next level. How far is your cripping gonna take you if you ain't educated enough to know what a contract is, to know how to speak in a bit in a boardroom, to know how to dress, to know how to be approachable? You can say it, but you gotta show it. And to me, I don't say it, I show it.
Yeah. How was that moment when you got your star, man? You was crib walking on that That was like a highlight. That was just a highlight, man.
No, man, my mama and my daddy was there, and actually my whole family was there. But when I looked at the audience, that the most, it wasn't Dr. Dre, it wasn't Quincy Jones, nigga, it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No, y'all gotta understand, I was a diehard Laker. To see Kareem sitting in the audience and then we blew one after that?
Yeah. That's hard.
Come on, come with the cap. I pushed past everybody to get to the cap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like my highlight. Because like I said, I'm a big kid. So if I see that I really loved or was inspired by, they're going to know it. And everybody else is going to know it.
You usually are strong for everybody. You know, people usually come to you for advice. How have you been able to cope with, you know, the loss of your mom, cousin, just the ups and downs of like you doing Olympics? How are you feeling?
Well, you know what? All of that shit made me strong. I was weak as fuck over there doing the Olympics, and nobody knew it because they just kept seeing me smiling and having fun.
Yeah.
My big cousin was gone. I was thinking about my brother, and they couldn't have the funeral till I got back. So it was like all this shit is inside of me, and it's fucking me up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, all right, I know what God do with me. I know what He uses me for. Because I'm a strong angel. I can handle all that weight He put on my shoulder. So once I was able to like shake past that, I took my mother's spirit and I lived with her spirit. And for some reason, I started hiring women. So many women was coming in my life. If the homies' mothers was ill, I would talk to their mothers, pray for their mothers, did a gospel album, did things for people's mothers. It's just like the spirit of my mother helped me get stronger where it's like, I ain't weak no more. When I watched the video of my brother, like the first 10 times, I would break down crying like severely. But now I can like watch it with celebration, like, man, I have grown my brother. 40-something years with cuz. Instead of, man, I ain't gonna see cuz no more. You feel what I'm saying? Flip side.
I mean, I know you for 15 years or more, man. Like, I remember one time you called me, I think you were Hazel, obviously, but you called me, you were in front of the Queen of England, and you couldn't believe it. So I thought maybe that was one of your biggest moments, but you're on the cover of Time magazine, like you said, you hosted the Olympics. I don't know if Kareem Abdul was one of your big moments, but a guy like you that we outside looking, you know, in, are you like desensitized to like amazing stuff, or do you have to go to space to like,
No way.
to see something amazing? Like, whoa.
No, another amazing moment was when Kobe Bryant came over here after he retired. And I gave him a lowrider. Picked him up from the airport, me and him riding the lowrider together. Riding through the city, and they pulled up on the side of us and said, Snoop? Oh, no, this can't be. We ride this and I bring him to the compound, and I got employees that work here. Like people that you wouldn't think that he would pay attention to. He took a picture with everybody at the compound. Went shook everybody's hand. Then he came in my studio and he gave my son so much game. This one my son only had like, I think he had one daughter. But the information that he gave my son, I'm seeing it come to life now. I'm seeing the jewel that he dropped on. That was like a highlight because it was me telling my homeboy, look, come hang out with me after you retire. I got a gift I want to give you. And him showing up and him giving me a gift. Wow.
Dog, you one of those people that there's no title to you. People don't introduce you as rapper Snoop Dogg, whatever, like all over the world. And I usually say from 8 to 80, but you got this 3-year-old kid now that's saying, what's up, Snoop? From everything, not just in music, everything that you have achieved, bro, what makes you come back and say, I gotta do this, Is It a Crime album, when you don't have to?
The people. It's the people. I didn't feel y'all play. I just feel like that. I got a radar. I feel like this is the completion to the mission. You know, missionary. Me and Dre worked on that album for a long time. And that's Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. And I don't feel like it's being received like it should be. So, like I said, I'll handle it from here.
Oh, I also want to say, man, I appreciate that song that you did about your wife, man. A lot of kids need to hear that. It's okay to be married, you know what I'm saying? Because of the climate we in. It seems like the females will compete with the male compete with the females, and everybody can do everything on their own. And I appreciate you for doing something like that.
That's real gangster saying that. See, but that's grown man talk. And every youngster don't understand your dream is to become a grown man. You don't dream to be young forever. You want to be a grown man one day. And once we become grown, you want to have somebody to be grown with.
Right.
I'm divorced. I hate her. So
Nice.
that's a grown man talk. That should be it right there.